Hey, good evening there. Hi, Tarot Tube. Hi, my name is Pilar. This is going to be my second Tarot video I'm gonna put on YouTube. And first of all, I want to thank everybody. First, Sylvain, for this incredible cool tag about 7 Tarot decks for the 7 deadly sins. Oh my god, I loved it. I've been watching, well, no, last night I was supposed to go sleep on time, but no, it turned 6 a.m. watching all of you crazy tarot YouTubers responding to this. It's been amazing. I've enjoyed it so much. And honestly, I've just been looking for an excuse to join in, because even though I'm an absolute Tango tarot baby, I've started studying or getting seriously interested in it about 3.5, almost 4 years ago now. And even I'm a bit amazed at how many decks I have collected in the past 3.5 years. But first of all, I'm not going to apologize to anyone. I work hard for my money. I don't have a hubby. I don't have babies to feed, well, except Roxy, my cat. I hold my own, and so I work this and I can spend it on whatever the hell I want. As long as I don't hurt anyone, as long as I pay my bills, as long as I keep my compass, I keep true to my compass, I'm absolutely fine with it. And you know something? I came up with another explanation. To be honest, this whole tarot adventure, sure, it all started, of course, with getting to know the cards. I have to say, I got very early on hooked to the Rider-Waite system. And funnily enough, in all these 3.5 years, I have not purchased one RWS deck except for last week, out of respect, to be honest, because even though I'm mesmerized by the system, I bought mostly RWS based decks. But after finding out about Pamela Goldsmith's story, it is something to celebrate. It is something to celebrate, and I'm a child of these times. I'm a late 70s baby, migrant. I'm filming this from my hometown, Amsterdam, in the Netherlands. This is the best city and the best country in the world, except for the weather. Okay, there's nothing I can do about that. I love this country. I grew up here. I come from a migrant family. Originally, I come from a Colombian mama and a Spanish Andalusian papa. And for some reason, I ended up here. I grew up here. And of course, this comes with a lot of cultural background from all sides. And growing up in such a small but very modern-minded, I dare to say, very liberal and very foreseeing country, it has shaped my views. It has shaped how I see people. It has shaped how me too. I like everybody else, I deal with society. I deal with all the today's problems. It's also been two years that we've been having to do with this pandemic, and as I am very, very much an independent, well, I hope, I want to be, it is my dream to be a strong, independent, self-sufficient woman, simply because there are few things that terrify me in life. But one of the things I really I have to work on a little bit is my absolute angst of losing my independence. I know exactly where that comes from. It has to do, of course, with childhood traumas. I fought very hard to overcome a lot of things, just like so many other people. In the end, we're all humans. We don't get to always pick what life has in store to us, but we do have a choice and a saying in how we get to deal with things. when you're an adult. For kids, it's something completely different. And I've learned to respect life in that way. I work hard to try to really trust my own journey, trust my journey, trust my instincts a little bit more. Because at the end of the day, it's me, myself, who got myself to this point in life by my choices, with a lot of help from fantastic people. And one of the things that I adore about Tarot is that, at least that's how I take it, and I respect everybody's journey in it. I'm not here to crush anyone. I'm not here to, no. I believe in constructive sharing of ideas, of opinions. I'm not here to bury anyone, hurt anyone. That's not what I'm about at all. However, as we also know, Tarot is also just another big business thing. With all due respect, my dears, and I know we can fool ourselves and no, but I'm trying to control. Yeah, we're all trying to control this urge. I know, and it's fine. The whole idea of being a perfect human, I don't think that's what life is about at all. And this is also why, it can take a while to navigate your way, because it's quite overwhelming. Let's be honest. Tarot is just another field where people are trying to make living. I'm one of those creatures that I have always been a big fan of the arts. For me, one of my most therapeutic loves ever has been music, dance, art, anything to do with expression. And I think that's important. I think it's important. I think it's important to also have a very wide worldly picture. I don't mind stepping out of my comfort zone. No, as long as I get to step right back into it when I had enough of the adventure. I'm one of those creatures that I love to have my little base safe, homely, just bye worlds. And when I'm in those moods, that's when I dive and I get completely lost into my adults. Okay, why are we here again? Yes, we're here because of the 7 sins. Ugh. When I first saw this, Sylvain, first of all, I enjoyed your videos so much. I cannot believe the amount of fantastic new tarot channels I've discovered through this tag. So thank you all so much. You inspire me. And it's wonderful to see how other people deal with their decks, how other people see this list. And it's been wonderful. It's been fun as hell, and it gives me a great excuse to dive into my collection and give my version of the 7 tarot sins. And you know what? I'm not gonna apologize. Never. Hi, vamos. The first one. Okay, I've noticed that there's a lot of. Okay, I'm gonna shake up the. I'm not gonna start with Pride. You know what? I'm gonna start with Sloth. Which Tango deck do you use when you're feeling lazy? When you look for easy read, or like some of you have mentioned, you just don't have the energy. You just want to pull 1-2 cards and just inspire me. Okay. I have, and to be honest, it's impossible for me to just keep to one deck for one sin, so prepare. I'll try to keep it short and sweet, but prepare for more than one. One of the first decks I got, and it's still one that I absolutely adore, because I find it a quite easy read. So that would be Healing Light Tarot. And I'm seeing that I'm gonna have to mirror it. Bueno, before posting it, I'll make sure it's not backwards. So it's the Healing Light Tarot, and I loved it because I love what they did with the lights and so this is what the backs look like. I love it. I love it also because part of how you're supposed to read it is that in the cards you'll see that where the two circles meet, you know, like I see it almost like a compromise. That's where the healing or where the magic is. I'll give you an example. Look at this Empress. Come on now. I love it. I love the shadows of it. I love the energetic light fields. Oh my God, are you kidding me? This to me has such a cosmic feeling. Look at this. I'm always a sucker for a good lover's card. Good Lord. It's beautiful. I love it. Little angel. So I love this deck. Why? Because it's such an easy read. You know, it doesn't give too much information. I love the energy, the healing kind of vibes it gives me. Yeah, this would be my to-go deck when I'm exhausted or I just want beautiful. I don't mind. I like it that the Queen of Pentacles is pregnant here, not always the Empress. That's one of the things I really like. So, Page of Cups. Beautiful colors. No, I love this deck. Love it, love it. But of course, after my collection started expanding so much, it's also easy to kind of lose track of my old favorite ones. And I need these type of tags or examples from other tarot people to dive back into my collection and say hello to some of my paused babies again. Look at this tower. I love it. So dramatic. What is this glare? Very annoying. Bueno, I'm gonna have to work on this. So that is the Healing Light Tarot. I love this type of cardstock. It's not too thick. I'm not too fussy about it. I'm super flex, and when I'm just smitten with the artwork, oh my God, most of the time, I'm quite forgiving. I'm quite forgiven, but there's some exceptions, and we'll get to them. Just to get that out of the way, I'm still fuming. Tarot of the Healing Light. That would be my easy breezy Sloth deck. Now, I also want to use this one, the Sin of Sloth, for this, for not just easy, but also kind. You know, we all have some of these days where, you know, your boss has been an asshole, it's been shit at work, family, discussions, some pigeon poops on your head. You know, we all know those days where just everything seems to go absolutely bananas. And even though I love when I get ass whooped by my tarot reading, sure. But sometimes I just need some TLC. Give me some TLC. So Sloth, not just easy, but also embracing, comforting. I have to, I mean, come on. Look at this gorgeous back. So my not easy, but heartwarming, comforting, embrace me, help deck. I mean, I'm so madly in love with it. We all know. The gentle tarot. I'm a big lover of nature, animals, flowers, plants, trees, anything to do with these gorgeous planets. In combination with humans in it, I'm take me, I'm yours. Okay, I love this deck. Can we just talk about how the cards look? It's kind of buttery matte. Look at this. Look at this. It was created by Marisa Rice Aparicia Tovar. I believe she lives in Alaska, which would explain her incredible artwork. Oh, come on now, please. Look at this. High Priestess. Gorgeous. I love how she portrayed the animals with night skies, day skies, flowers, plants. Oh my God, such a beauty. And I find this deck really comforting. It hugs. And I have to give big shout outs because I loved what she did by writing the book. It's really gentle. It's for every card you get a full page, and it's so kind. It's so beautiful. It's ugh, yeah. Also, I absolutely adore the color palette. Look at this. I have to learn how to read. Look at this. Oh, some are upside down. Come on now. Look at this strength. Have you seen a more majestic strength card? Come. What? What? Oh my God. It's been a dream. If I would not be doing this type of job that I'm doing now, I work at a multinational as an executive assistant, and let me tell you, that is quite a harsh world, you know. If I had not chosen that path, and who knows, maybe at the end of the day, at some point I'll make some sort of switch. I would have loved to be some sort of documentary maker, photographer, writer, anything having to do with doing research, but also deeply connecting to anything with nature. We'll get back to that. What I like about this deck also, many of you in your responses to this tag commented also on this supermodel look in certain decks, and I have to say, I agree with you. I agree with you. More and more, I've gotten into modern decks that represent real people from all colors, where there's room for all sorts of people with different sexual preferences, just open to all sorts of people, because I'm a big pro. I want to see in everything a reflection of our society as it is now, not as it is or as it was 100 years ago. No, I mean, I respect history, but I'm in this time and age now, with all the social movements happening, with all this political unrest in the world. I'm sorry, I'm keeping it very fucking real. I really feel that it's time for changes. It's time for changes, and we need to be in more balance with sacred femininity, with matriarchy, and the time where women had to beg to please be able to also have the same rights. Those should be goddamn over. And you know, I fully support women getting into their power, becoming what they've always meant to be, you know, co-leaders. It was always intended for us to do all of this together, never just one up there and the rest just bowing down. Never. So I support this type of decks. I support with my friends also anything where I can help or help another woman thrive. Hell yes. And this is just so gorgeous. I love the softness of it. Look at this. Eight of Stones. Eight of Stones would be the Pentacle suit. Come on now. It's so gorgeous. There's not enough words. Look at this Ace of Wands now. No, come on. It's just beyond gorgeous. Look at this little fool. That's exactly how I feel. Big bad world out there. Beautiful. This is a gorgeous hanged one too. Oh, I should have said nudity alert. Sorry. Come on now, people. Again, I'm not here to offend anyone. So if you are offended by seeing boobs and naked bodies, I'm sorry. Skip. Okay, so that was the Gentle Tarot. This is together with the Healing Light Tarot on my easy breezy list. Hug me, love me, don't kill me. So what else? Okay, I'll do this later. I'm gonna go Next to Gluttony, a deck that you really did not need. I mean, at the end of the day, it is true, no? First of all, I don't read professionally. This is an absolute beloved hobby of mine, just as dancing, Tango Argentino was. Before I got so lost and found in tarot, my big other love was dancing. Being such a music freak and absolutely not ever being drawn to any type of other sports except dancing to music. For some reason, I got involved into Tango Argentino. I'm a big sucker for melancholy. I'm a big sucker for anything that gives room to emotions. Absolutely, I'm a water sign. Pisces sun, Taurus rising, Aquarius moon. I blame everything on astrology. I'm like, I was made this way. No. But yeah, anything, the feet, anything to do with rhythm. I just found music so healing. And I thought about, what is it? To me, music is the only universal language that absolutely connects humans. And that to me, this is just my little theory because that's what I feel. I don't have the backup. I'm not a scientist. I'm not an expert at all. Whatever it is I'm saying purely out of respondents to it. I really believe that vibrations and music, bringing vibrations that I have experienced to be incredibly healing. I cannot speak for everybody else. Everybody, we all do things in our own way. Without music, I would have been, I don't know what the hell would have come for me. I wouldn't have had this way of absolutely finding something where I can just emotionally completely find myself, but also have a peaceful place where I can encounter everything that life just throws at you, or that we look for in life. It goes both ways. I don't feel a victim at all. I understand that it's always hardships where we always learn. Humans are so freaking stubborn. I mean, let's face it. I also know that I'm that way. If I get away with something easy, sure, I will try to pay attention to it and get a feeling like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. But it's always the hurtful lessons that really keep here. It's stupid, but that's the truth. So a deck that you really did not need. It's all of them. I did have something in mind for this. What was it? Yeah. I'm gonna go with this one. The DreamKeeper Tarot. This is, and I have seen that there now is a mass market version. When I saw this first time, I don't know who the hell it was that got me onto Etsy. Jesus. Can we all just agree that Etsy has a big part in making all these decks available? Anyway, a gorgeous deck. First of all, I loved the moodiness of the color palette. Look, I'm not sure if the mass market deck, it seemed lighter, but I don't know. I like this gloominess. The artwork again is so gorgeous. Come on now. It's dreamy, it's collagey. Absolutely love it. Look at these beautiful backs. Also, I'm one of those that I haven't gotten into reading reversals yet. So I don't mind a not reversible back at all. That stuff doesn't bother me. The Fae, oh, look at this. Look at this gorgeous Justice card. Beautiful. I find it elegant. It's dreamy, very feminine. It's almost surrealistic, which is, oh, yeah. I was blown away by some of the decks where I saw from others, you out there with the animal hats. Oh my god, what was it? The Tarot Mythical Creatures. Look at this. Loved it. Even though I already have this deck. And I have to be honest, this is not one of my active reading decks, but I appreciate it very much. It's something that I just bought on the go because I was incredibly attracted to her art. Very beautiful, dreamy. I'm pretty sure there will be a moment where I will sit down with this deck and really give it time and maybe spend a month, 2 months with it to really get into it. Look at this beauty. Gorgeous. But this is one that I absolutely did not need. I mean, I'm not going to take it out because most of you have already included it also, but to me, something similar that gives me some sort of the same vibe, even though the art is completely different, I would have to go with the Marial. I'm not sure why, but I found that's also one of my favorite decks. Come on now. And indeed, since I don't read a lot for other people, I practice sometimes a little bit with friends, some colleagues, some relatives, but not very often. No, it's not one that I need, but I'm super happy. Look at this. I'm super happy I got it. I find it gorgeous. Oh, I have to find a way to get rid of the glare. See, it's beautiful. It's not many decks that get away with this morphing into animals. I mean, I'm very sensitive to certain details. I'm very sensitive to the vibe. I'm very sensitive to small, stupid things. Look at this, gorgeous. Can we talk about, I love this. This must be one of my most beautiful Ace of Swords I've seen. Look at that. It's dramatic. It's elegant. It's out there in nature with the elements. I'm also going to tell you that if a deck doesn't call me instantly to spend a lot of time with, especially with so many fantastic decks being released, so many videos I have to look, all of you people I have to follow, come on now. I'm trying as hard as I can, but what I do, when I see that, okay, you know, this month I've already bought like 4 decks, I'm like, oh, okay, we're going to put a break on it. And I really push myself to spend more time with decks I already have. And a couple of months of complete pause. I'm sure some of my friends are going to be laughing because 1 month, 2 months, and there's so much coming out. It's horrible. But, you know, I try. On the other hand, I'm in no rush. Tarot in my life is here to stay, as Tango is as well, be it much less than I used to. I also commented on this on Mix Ray's video about the capitalism in Tarot, and I loved that she posted that because it's fantastic. It's a good reality check, and she goes hard on herself. On the other hand, it's good. It's all okay. It's all okay. If the moment comes when I feel it's time to get rid of decks, pass it on, sell them, whatever, it will happen. It will happen. But I do things on my term, in my timing. I'm not bothering anyone. I'm also giving a lot. I'm sharing a lot with other people. And, you know, this makes me happy and I goddamn deserve it. Bueno. So that was the DreamKeepers Tarot. Yeah, I will get back to this deck. You know what I also like? I've noticed that I'm also, I try to change the decks that I'm kind of practicing or getting to know according to the seasons. That works for me. So this is Gluttony, a deck I absolutely did not need. Lust. A deck you crave something in. Oh my goodness. So, another thing, I'm very pleased that not only is this about tarot decks, but also oracle decks. When I started this, I was just about tarot, Rider-Waite-Smith system. But of course, we're 3 years later, and it became a lot more. I even have more than 10 oracle decks. And I started including oracle cards at the beginning and the ending of my readings. When I make an appointment with someone, or a friend of mine asks me, Billy, can you do me a reading? I get to prepare it. I pick the deck that I think would suit, or I bring a couple and let that person choose. And I include oracle card before and after. I don't know, I like it. So why am I babbling so much? Lust. First of all, I'm a Piscean. It's very easy for me to lust over something, or get not just triggered, but also moved and touched by something. I'm super sensitive. So when you hit me with a well thought, beautiful, inspiring, whatever, I'm game. I'm on. So my lust deck, oh, I love it so much. Look, this is the book. It's the Black Mirror Oracle. Peeps, I'm sorry. I know it's absolutely not cheap. I know. It was irresistible. It was irresistible to me because I absolutely was smacked down by the beautiful, colorful artwork. I keep it in this beautiful little bag. Not only did I buy this one, I bought the tarot as well. Just bear with me. Look, I have it here. This is still closed because this is, I'm keeping this to open on New Year's Day, a new year, this gorgeous deck. And yeah, so I opened the Oracle. Oh my goodness, this is my lusty deck. I'm sorry, not only because it was expensive as fuck, but I mean, if I could live in this deck, honey, I absolutely would. And I have to make big compliments, not only to the creator. First of all, this is just the Black Mirror Oracle by Jessica Shaw. I am a humongous fan of her work. To me, it has a very big Wiccan feel, which I adore. I could see myself. I mean, I still every other day I use this deck, and what I also like about it is that it comes with extra cards. For example, being a water earth element type of person, I'm Haitian, I really feel a huge connection to the moon. I cannot explain it. It's just how it is. That is how it is. Water is absolutely the source of life, and to me, sure, I'm incredibly grateful for the sun, but let's keep it very real. What were we, 78% water? I mean, this rock has a profound influence on us, and I love that in this oracle. If I could live in this oracle, this would be me, bathing myself, body naked, offering myself to nature, saying thank you to everything breathing and alive, and just happy to be there, and to just be and feel grateful for all this gorgeousness that we get to live in. Come on now. I absolutely adore the book. You see, no supermodels here, mama. I'm sorry, naked again. Oh, come on now. I have to absolutely respect for how she wrote the book. I mean, come on. There's a ton of information. Not is it just oracles with deities. She also has planets. She has, I'll just give you some example. She has the primal elements in it. Look at this artwork, please, mama. Oh my God, there's crystals, there's mushrooms, there's Look at this, Primal Air. I absolutely adore this. Earth. This is right up my alley. It's not... It's basic. It's in absolute harmony with nature. It's not... Look at this. Come on now. These are the deities. Several of them. I have also several oracles where some of these deities are mentioned. But come on now. Look at this. The High Priestess, Morgan Le Fay. Oh, come on. Who the hell can resist this? Diana. No, it's just too much. Also, when you ordered both the Tarot and Oracle, you get a beautiful print of Hecate, which I keep on my altar, of course. Come on now. Have you seen this artwork? It's just too... Ugh. Just to give you an example for Hecate, I'll show you what the book looks like. It's beyond worth it. I love it because she gives... Let me show you. Hecate. So here we start with a description. Keyword she gives, correspondences. So you get the correspondences with the planets, with the elements, with astrological signs. She even mentions the tarot card. Thank God I have the deck. So Hecate goes with the Hermit. Spell work, tips. What else? You get a whole bunch of message. Then there is the light, meaning, shadow, meaning. Thank you very much. I look forward to diving into it, and a general description with some history things about the deity. This is a gem. And also then in a reading, I mean, when I saw also on the unboxing how the books, both for the tarot deck and the oracle, I mean, I love this. This is just, I wish every little white book was like this. I'm not fussy, like I said. If there's not, I will try to, if there's no book with it, I will try to do it intuitively, all good. But come on now. And again, this is just so freaking gorgeous. I just can't. Look at her, come on. Who the hell doesn't want to ride a broom naked? Be honest. Damn, I wish I could spend my weekends like that. No, it's... Oh, this is one of my favorites. Number 13 cards. Death. I mean, come on now. Have you... Oh. It's so gentle. She's being carried into her own transformation. Oh, come on. It doesn't get more beautiful than this. It has this, oh. Look at who's here. Is that powerful or not? Come on now. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh. Now, this is also one of the most moving, beautiful lovers cards I've ever seen. There's the sunlight, there's the moonlight, there's the masculinity, there's the femininity, there's the blending, the unity. Oh, come on now. I love it. The colors, but also the artwork. It's so gentle, it's feminine, but the Norns, it respects the past, it respects nature. Come on now. I wouldn't be surprised at all if I get more and more into this type of things. And one day I will end up spending my weekends bathing naked, singing and dancing to the moon. So that was my last deck. For obvious reasons. Okay. Envy. The deck I wanted because other people have it. Yeah. See, I'm gonna mention two. And with that, I have to mention some of my favorite tarot freak YouTube channels. One is Katia from Tarot Maps. When I discovered her channel, this was one of the first decks that she made, that she did a review of and that I watched. It's the Pholarchos Tarot by Carmen Sorrenti. Now, I have to say, I found it beautiful. I absolutely found it beautiful, but I absolutely have to be honest. She really got me hooked on Vali Meyer, because in that video she speaks to her love for Vali, her artwork, some of her lifestyle, and of course I went right down the rabbit hole. I watched anything I could find about this woman, and of course I was completely madly in love with it as well. So these are the backs of this gorgeous tarot. This is Vali. And once I found out about the life of this woman and saw all this gorgeous artwork, come on now. I mean, I found it so inspirational. How she lived, taking care of animals forever, her incredible art, all with little dots. Wow. This is something I can highly recommend. Look it up. So back to the tarot deck. So that's about Vali. And what I liked about the deck, for example, the Trail of Wings. So this would be the sword suit, and this is Vali. Look at this beautiful bird. The King of Sparks being the King of Wands. It has different names for the suits. Beautiful. Four of Spirals. That would be Earth, I imagine. I like the artwork. It's different. It's not so sweet. It's not so, it comes across a bit harsher. It's very original. But I have to be honest, this is not a deck I use to read for. It's there just in my collection, I don't know, out of gratitude. And sometimes things lead to important things. And you know, I love to look through it. Look, beautiful serpents. Anything with snakes on is always a good thing. Five of Sparks, yeah. Are they dancing or fighting? I'm not sure. It's beautiful. Nine of Sparks, look at this. I find it quite spiritual. I like the artwork. It's gorgeous. You have to also say it's quite diverse. No, I mean, go from this, which has a kind of oracly feel to it. Oh my god, this is going to be such a long video, 42 minutes in. Good lord. Beautiful. But it's one of those decks that I really have to sit down with. Look at this beautiful tower. So Katia from Tarot Maps, thank you so much. I'm grateful, even though I don't use it much. This is one of those in my collection that I'm incredibly proud of. Also because there's so many animals. And of course it's Vali. Come on. Vali. All right. So that was the Pholarchos Tarot. I'm really sorry if I butchered the name. I don't do it on purpose. I really don't. The Pholarchos. Okay. Oh my god, I'm getting out of room. Well, no, sorry, I have to order this a little bit. Otherwise things start falling down and I cannot have that. Oh my god, I cannot wait to open the tarot deck on New Year's Day. Oh my god. I'm considering doing an unboxing. Why the hell not? Share the love. Share the love. Okay, so that was where were we? That was Envy. Oh, we've gotten to Wrath. Wrath? So this is the deck, a deck that I'm angry at. Okay. I thought about this. Again, with any of my comments, I'm not here to destroy anyone's business. I have full respect for artists. I support also in the real world a lot of my artists, friends, creators, because it takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of guts, a lot of hard work, and then to see your baby finally out in the world, you can only hope that people connect to it and want to support it. Whenever I can, I do. I really do. But I like also the fact that, you know, it should be a fair trade. It should be a fair trade. I buy something of you, you give me something as promised. And I'm still quite upset with the deck that has my wrath, not with the deck itself at all. I mean, come on, it's a creation. It's none of its fault, but with the creators, because I find it an incredible lost opportunity. Now, I'm not the type to back many Kickstarter decks. First of all, I constantly, I mean, every couple of years, for a long time, I just block my credit card just to not get myself into any type of trouble. Okay? Because when it comes to being seduced into certain things, I will either book a journey that I should have saved up more time for, or I will buy a tarot deck that I'm absolutely smitten at in the moment. You know, I really try to keep myself under control, and then I found ways to do it. One of the things is that I make sure I block my credit card, also because places like Kickstarter, for me, it's just too triggering. But when I saw this deck, being a tango dancer for almost over 20 years now, and this is not some casual, this is real deep love, not some flingy for the night. No, un momento. Of course, I mean, first of all, when I saw the deck, I was blown away, because my favorite tango composer appears in at least 2 cards. Osvaldo Pugliese. I don't expect any of you to know what the hell I'm talking about. It's fine. Let's just say that he's my favorite tango argentino composer. His music is used a lot by professional tango argentino dancers to perform or teach on, because it is fiery and it gives room to both leader and follower to shine. It's incredibly expressive and it's fantastic for show dancing. So there's a difference between giving a show, a performance on stage, and social dancing. Social tango dancing is what we've done, me and my gang of crazy friends around the world, because it's an incredibly international community, which I adore. Worldwide, there's festivals being organized, tango marathons. What does a marathon mean? It means 4 or 5 days of complete madness with just the option to dance for hours to music played by good tango DJs, because there's certain orders, there's certain orchestras, there's, I mean, someone who knows how to move the crowd. Anyway, babbling. And there's festivals where you get to see professional dancers perform, where you can take classes with them, where they invite tango orchestras from all over the planet to play live. I mean, it's a celebration of art, music, beauty, embracing sports. To me, it's heaven. It has all the elements I find important: music, connection, being inspired, supporting artists. Come on now. Anyway, so when I saw this tango, this tarot del Tango, I nearly lost my mind on Kickstarter. I'm like, what? Whoa, what are the chances on this planet that there being a tarot deck about tango? Come on now. I could not believe it. I look. And also with the extras, you see this. So this is already one of the cards. Señor Pugliese as the Hermit. Simon, I know you have no clue what I'm talking about, but to me, this is one of the most beautiful hermit cards for all of these reasons. Anyway, when I saw this, I begged my mom to let me use her credit card, and I obviously ordered it. Not only did I do that, it has this little relief thing. I also forwarded the link to several of my tango dancing tarot reading friends, because we are with a few. And then I received it. I'm still fucking heartbroken. I'm still heartbroken. I'm quite upset because it's such a missed opportunity. It's such a missed opportunity. But okay. So, Tarot del Tango is created by Mariana Costa and Ana Groch. I'm so sorry. Perdóname, Ana. I don't butcher it on purpose. Beautiful, beautiful book. It says, it's also, the cards are designed by several artists. So here it comes a bit with the description of the card and also a bit the name of the artist. It's beautiful. And again, I saw the imagery online. I absolutely loved it. I'm not a Marseille reader, but look, it's pipi, it's pipish, and one of the suits being a bandoneon. Bandoneon is like a smaller accordion, but this instrument is absolutely original, and I believe one of the only music styles to tango. This is a specific instrument that is being played with an incredible, huge orchestra of real musicians that play classical on one hand, or modern tango. And when I saw this suit of bandoneons, I just lost my shit. Why am I so upset? I'm sorry, peeps, but look at this fucking... It's flimsy as hell. I hate the backs, but I would have lived with that. But the quality of the cards, I'm like, excuse me, how dare you? I don't even dare to shuffle this deck. I'm upset. I'm so upset. It's because it's fragile. It's super fragile. And you know, what I think the least creators could do, make it a normal playing cardstock. That's not so fucking hard. Is it really that expensive? You know, how about one extra thing less and just get me the great quality cards? What am I gonna do with this? I'm so upset. I'm heartbroken. Also, I'm not digging. I mean, as much as I don't know, how is this the High Priestess? I'm struggling. I'm struggling, and maybe we need more time. I believe this is for the wand suits. Beautiful. You know, these street lights of Buenos Aires, of old school city centers that everybody, especially tango dancers, know so well, because this tango dancing mostly happens in the nights, you know. In the weekends when we dance and live and love during the night, we sleep during the day. It is, I mean, I have to show you the royals because this is just too much. So this is the Fool, which I also loved. I think it's very original. This is Page of Bandoneones. There's some choices there where I'm like, yeah, really, bueno. But the fact that there is a tarot deck with tango, come on now. It's almost too much to handle for me. King. Carlos Gardella as El Mago, come on, are you kidding me? Carlos Gardel is one of the greatest tango singers, movie stars ever. He really made tango argentino as a genre really accessible and popular, also for non-dancers. And also he played in a lot of movies. He really put the tango culture out there. Unfortunately, he died in a plane crash in Medellin, Colombia. But he's recognized as a very important figure in tango. So this is a knight. It's also kind of weird, no? A knight with a microphone, really? As being a tango singer? I don't know. I struggle a bit with certain choices, but okay. You know. I mean, another thing that I don't know. It's not my favorite moon card, but I appreciate it. You know, let's see. So moon card, and there's this lady there as a piece of bomboncito, some piece of ice cream, walking around. Yeah, bueno. It should not be surprising that also in the tango world there's a lot of issues and problems, and you know, that as women have fought ourselves through, that we're still fighting for, trying to support each other. I don't like the Emperor card too much, so it's Pipish. Bueno. Another of Osvaldo. Osvaldo Pugliese as a Hierophant, El Papa. Love it. So yeah, I'm still upset about the quality of the cards. I think it's still a missed opportunity. However, and these are the creators, I'm really grateful. I'm grateful for there being a tarot deck about Tango Argentino. And maybe this is just the first edition. Maybe there'll be so much criticism that they'll do a second edition. I don't know. But this is my wrath. I am really upset about this. I'm really upset about it. You know what I noticed? I skipped one. I skipped one for the a deck I want, Envy one, because other people have it. Another channel I really need to highlight and say thanks to, because I spend a lot of time watching her channel, is Tarot Seed. Could that be Tarot Seed? Yeah. I loved her review videos, her unboxings, the way she explains things. Oh my God. When I found out that she stopped making videos, it's such a pity. She got me hooked on so many. So this is a deck that she reviewed on her channel, and I thought it was absolutely beautiful. So it's a Navigator, the Navigators of the Mystic Sea Tarot. These are the backs. And specifically in that video, I loved how she talked about it, her personal relationship to the deck, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I just noticed that when I received it, I had ordered, found it online for not too expensive, not too much money. I struggled connecting a bit with it because there are so many elements that I'm not sure what to do with. Page of Wands. I mean, look, this beautiful armadillo, but I don't know. I don't find it as accessible. It could also be because from what I understood, this is also Thoth-based. I have to dive in. I found a book. Unfortunately, it's in German, and German is not my most developed language, but I will get into it. I just need time. I think maybe next week, because now with this Christmas break, after this lonely Christmas thingy, I decided to just, keep myself busy with this. I love it. I find it highly relaxing, and you always learn something. Look at this beautiful Hierophant card. I dig it. It's really gorgeous. It has this big Thoth feeling. Sylvain, you being such a Thoth fan, can any of you people, have you had experience with this? I think I saw it on one or two of the other tags for the video. I like the fact that there's keywords on top. That's fantastic. It's a gorgeous deck. I have to spend more time with it. On the other hand, maybe also I kind of self-sabotage myself a little bit, no? When I think something is going to be very complicated or harsh, I'm very good at kind of making myself postpone, procrastinate. I'm very good at that. Until, of course, I push myself until the edge, until I absolutely have to do it to get it done. And then I always surprise myself, like, what? Just do it. And this was it. It was much more drama in my head than it really was difficult. There are some decks, and I noticed in your other videos as well, that just because there's an impression of that, maybe we block, or it's just not the right moment. I have absolute respect for that. Timing is incredibly important, with everything, creation, but also consumption. So, greed. Use deck only for me. Well, that for sure, I already know. For sure, it's going to be the Pythonic Tarot, the companion to the Black Mirror Oracle. I haven't opened it up, so that's why I cannot show you. And there's one deck that I never read for other people with. I don't even like people touching them. I might have shown it to 1 or 2 people, and it's standard. It's on my altar. It's the Moonlight Tarot. It's beautiful. When I saw this deck on Etsy, I was just so smitten. Again, it's not hard to recognize the themes I love. First of all, I noticed that I love the form of kind of rectangular shaped decks. I love this deck. I also am starting to develop a crush on dark, on black, dark colored tarot decks. I etched it myself. I could have done it. It's quite used. It's a gorgeous deck. What I have to say though, this is self-published, I think. I haven't seen many videos about it at all. I absolutely adore it. This is a deck created by a lady in Ukraine, and from what I understood, it doesn't come with a book. It has some symbology having to do with Ukraine culture. Let me show it like this so you can see the... What the hell? Oh, that's the glare of the phone, of course. Peeps, I'm so sorry. I'm trying. It's beautiful. So I love the frame. I love the colors. Again, it's humans with nature. Look, this is the saddest Three of Swords. This is just beautiful. Look at this. This girl getting lost, just playing in the woods. One big adventure. It's beautiful. I love this Three of Cups as well. I love this deck. This is my personal deck. I don't read with it every day. I just have too many gorgeous tarot decks for it. Look at this. You know, I love this Queen of Swords. Yeah. She doesn't always have to look harsh. There's a certain vulnerability in this deck. A certain elegance. I have to say, it's very feminine. I just love it. It's so beautiful. Look at this. Come on now. Beautiful deck. It's one of my absolute favorites. I do have to say, also this one I had some issues with the cardstock. When I got this, it was laminated on both sides. And after a couple of shuffles, after a couple of weeks, it already started peeling off. And that started to bother me so much that I peeled the front and the back off of every card. Now, is that love or is that love? That's love. And I was very pleased because, okay, it's normal, you know, not as flimsy as the Tarot del Tango. I can still shuffle. No, I'm fine with it. It's beautiful. I'm not sure what all this symbolism means. I believe the sunflower is one of Ukraine's national flowers. Beautiful death cards. I love this. I love these. Yeah, it does work for me. Anyway, this deck is just... Look at this devil. I love it. The apple and the snake, mama. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I can recommend it. So, no booklet, keep it in mind, but you know, once you know the tarot system and are able to also read intuitively, there's no trouble at all. It does follow the Rider-Waite system quite consistently, so that always helps. That was the Greed Only For Me deck. Yeah, it's my personal deck. And I would not be shocked at all if the Pythonic and the Black Mirror are going to be up there too. Mine. Okay, next one. That was Greed. Oh, we're up to the last one. It's Pride. I have to be really honest. I have 3 decks in this. And not because I need to show off, but these are decks that I'm absolutely grateful for that crossed my path. Let's start with a deck I use almost on a daily basis. It's an oracle deck. It's the, again, I don't know, what is it about mirrors? So I have the black mirror, I have the normal mirror. Fine. It's the mirror oracle. When I saw this on Etsy, I was immediately drawn by the artwork. The artwork, I don't know, it has something, comes with a beautiful book. It shows, it has a beautiful description. Let me show you the deck because because it's different from anything I've seen out there. And I have a lot of other mass market oracle decks. Of course, the usual she-heroes, the mystical creatures. Sure, there's days in which I love to put deities out just to get inspired by them. And get in touch with that energy and put some of that you into daily life, man. Into work, into dealing, into handling myself, into handling my not so bright, you know, my darker spots, my darker things inside. But this oracle is so beautiful and gentle. Let me show you. It's almost too much. And again, it has this cosmical vibe. I don't know how else to explain it. So I love, because it's quite a big oracle. It has 54 beautiful cards. It was created by Shirley Alford. I mean, come on, this art. How do people get to make such gorgeous artwork? Where does this happen? Look at this. All these star constellations. I just absolutely adore this because it's also soft. Oh, beautiful, this pearl. So I will start the reading with one of these and end my reading with another oracle deck. And I don't know, it gives some sort of beautiful balance. The oracle draws I always keep out during the day. And, you know, in this time where I've been mostly working from home, it's been wonderful. I create my own space whenever I need a moment. I pick up the card again and just let it ring through. I mean, look at this artwork. I love it. I find it inspiring. Also, this cosmical light, the movement, the use of colors. It's still muted, but it gets across the energy. Look at this. It's beautiful. Let me show you one of my favorite cards, which of course did it for me because I'm a weak human. So look at also this. This is beautiful. Look at healing. But one of the cards that, of course, let me see if I can find it, which I absolutely adore. And there's so many cards that I have not even seen yet. And I use this every one. This is also one of my favorite. Look at this color. I'm still looking for my favorite. Hold on. Bear with me. Okay, it's not all women, by the way. No. Let me find this gorgeous creature. There's this one called Power with this gorgeous black leopard. When I saw that card, I'm like, okay, that's it. We're getting this. We're absolutely getting this. Look at this. Come on. Who the hell can resist this? I have to admit something else. I have to say I'm very sensitive for this color type of edges. No, not edges, frames. I don't know why. Why? Because, and with this, we'll go from the Mirror Oracle to my next Pride Tarot deck. So I like this this combination, and I have to show you this because it's the only out of print deck that I owned. I'm a serious collector, but not because I want to go to the most seldom. No, I really I buy what what enters my heart, and what I can afford. And trust me, I work hard to keep it. I'm not going to spend more than over 100. Am I being honest? Yeah. I mean, 100 euros for a deck is a lot of money already. So when I found this, after seeing a gorgeous review on YouTube, do you recognize it? Look at these gorgeous bags. Come on now, who the hell can resist this? I'm sorry, I'm only human. I'm full of mistakes and weaknesses. Oh my god, the Tarot of Eden. When I saw this deck, come on. Love it. I have to admit, this is, it's thin, but it's not flimsy. I mean, I'm careful with this, but I can work with this. It's a Pippi deck. And in this, I just love the colors. And again, also my very first tarot deck was the Dali. Can you imagine starting with it? I don't know what the hell I was thinking. But that gave me a big reality check pretty soon. Oh my god, I'm already more than an hour in. Look at this gorgeous deck. The colors. And it's just magical. It's just... This is one of my pride decks because I understand that it's out of print. I was lucky enough, I don't know how, but right after I watched that video, I started looking for it, like, really, is it out of print? It's so beautiful, where do I get it? And not even through Amazon, but through my local bol.com store. I don't know, this is a store where we order everything. I was able to buy a second-hand copy, still sealed, closed, for what, 50 euros? I almost fainted. I could not believe my luck. Are you fucking kidding me? I love this deck. It's another pip deck. I love the colors. I love the feel. Come on now. It's very fantasy. Yeah, I think I'm starting to develop my own preferred habits in tarot. And it's a good thing because I need to make room. Look at this. Look at the artery. Look at the colors. Look at... What? Oh my god, people. How is it that people can make such gorgeous things? I don't have many pip decks like this, but I can work with them. I don't mind. Also because the majors just more than make up for it. Are you kidding me? It's the majors and the royals, yeah. Look at this. Beautiful. When was this released, people? Because I find it amazing that it's so beautiful and diverse. 2005. Oh, it's not, the first printing was in 2005 for A.G.M. Müller. Ah, bueno. Are you kidding me? Come on. It's gorgeous. Look at this. I love this. Super cute. More animals. Look at this. Come. What? No, I absolutely love this deck. This could be a deck I would use to read for others. Because, look, this I also love. It reminds me really of I don't know, of making a world trip to the Amazon. Oh, are you seeing? Look at this gorgeous card. No, I'm so happy to have this in my collection. It's one of my most beloved decks, even if I don't actively read with it. But for me, this is one of the most beautiful. There's two more I need to show you. Bear with me. Oh my god, 1 hour and 15 minutes. Nobody's gonna watch my video, but okay. You can do it in parts. The next one, it's one of the very first decks I bought when I discovered Etsy. And I don't know what it is with this deck. I just have such huge respect for it. When I saw her page, her Etsy page, I saw how she had made them. I was just blown away. It's another nature deck, of course. I have many. But this one, I just loved it because it seemed so tender. It seemed so tender. And I found her artwork really beautiful. It's, of course, the Anima Mundi. It's one of the first, I think it was the third deck I got. First there was the Dali. Then there was the one that I really practiced on. And then I bought this one. The funny thing is that as soon as this arrived, I looked at it. I looked at it for several days, but I did not use it. I kept it away for at least 6, 7, 8, 9 months, even longer, before I really started to read with it. I have such respect for this deck. I don't know. And there's something so tender about it. I'm sure several of you have seen it, but it's... Oh my God, can you... This has been done by acrylic painting, I think. Look at it. It's so beautiful. I love the backs as well. Come on. Look. I would consider this... Sylvain, if you're watching this, I would consider this a pip with feeling. Yeah. Or not? I don't know. But look at this. I get the Three of Cups feeling. Absolutely. It's beautiful. Oh, I find this deck so tender. In energy, it reminds me of this other gorgeous deck. Yeah. It reminds me, because also it has the same type of style, the Tarot of the Divine. Yeah, it has the same feel to it, even though this is animals, and it's not the same artist at all, huh? It's really not. Look at this. The world. And this is also a very special deck to me, because I was lucky enough This is beautiful. So it's partly pip and partly combined with animals. I was lucky enough, look at this gorgeous chariot, completely different, but you get the energy. She was offering at the time, some of the original artwork that she used to create these tarot cards, and I bought one of them. It wasn't, this is one of my favorite magicians. This would be an owl butterfly. And of course, for me, the butterfly is a sign of transformation. I mean, and look. When I met one in person, one landed right on my nose when I was at this beautiful place in Colombia when I was visiting my family. I don't know how people are not constantly moved by the beauty of nature. I don't understand how people are able to completely disregard and disrespect nature in such a way. I mean, you know, such beautiful creatures. This world is so gorgeous. Come on now, people. We need to be much more careful with it. So, I want to show you the cards. Look at this beautiful hangman. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Why am I crying? This, I couldn't buy. If I had seen this on our website, oh my God, I would have gotten it. But no, it was gone already. So let me show you. This is beautiful strength. I've seen these documentaries where these creatures, I mean, they take hours and centuries making these balls of things that they collect, and then they bring it to their nest. It's hard work. Beautiful moon. Oh, I just adore this deck. This is also, this goes together with my gentle tarot because it has such a beautiful, cuddly, warm vibe to it. I don't ever feel challenged by this deck. It's just right straight out there. Look at this Queen of Wands. What black cats? Dudes, I'm the Queen of Cats, okay? I love it. I'm such a cat person. Well, not all animals, but especially. Look at this fool. Anyway, I'm trying to look for the card, which I have the artwork for. I love this Two of Pentacles, by the way. Come on now. Sometimes things just need to be very simple. It's so soft. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I'm looking for the card so I can show both to you. Oh, remember this. Don't kill the bird. Anyway, now this is absolutely my pride because I own one original artwork for a fantastic deck. She signed it at the back. It wasn't, I mean, I did not, this is not an astronomical, but I'm so happy. I have to find a new frame for it. And it has been on my desk forever, ever since I got it. Also with the pillars. It's fantastic. Okay, my peeps, finally. I think I'm gonna break the records for longest video of this whole tag. Thank you. Thank you so much for spending all this much time. I'm sorry. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. This is giving me another good excuse to reconnect with my old favorites again. Thank you all so much. Take good care. I will take the opportunity to thank Sylvain, Tarot's Maps, Tarot Seeds, and all of the other ones that recorded this tag. It has been amazing. I look forward to see more. Yeah, it's gonna be another tarot night. Any excuse. I mean, I want to wish you a fantastic jump into the new year. May we meet each other in our tarot community more often. Take good care. Nothing but love and light to you all. Thank you.